right. This is a pretty straightforward question. The first term's easy. Just plug n equals 1, 2, 3, and 4 into it, and you have that here and here. I did the first two terms. After that, it's easy. You just take n and you replace n with 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, and then for the second one, you replace n with 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 2, 3, 4, 5. First four terms. Terms are also generally, well, whatever, non-zero, but depending on. Anyways, the limit part's probably what you're here for. Now, when you're doing the limit here of -1 to the n plus 2 to 2 times n over n, what you have to do is when you have this, it's called an alternating sequence in this case. It's bouncing up and down and up and down. And remember, n is an integer starting at 1, the set of natural numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so forth. So that's odd, even, odd, even, odd, even, odd, even. That means -1 to the n starts at negative, then it goes to positive, then negative, then positive, then negative, then positive, then negative, then positive, da 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 da. If you replace n with x, you can get a continuous function, but remember n is only integers. So you can see here that it starts negative, drops down, and then it goes up, and then it goes down, and then it goes up, and then it goes down and up, and blah 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 blah. Then you see it's asymptotic to the line y equals 2. Therefore, the limit is 2 as it goes to infinity. You can show this by doing the positive side and the negative side of the limit, not side, but the positive, taking the absolute value of it and doing, positive and negative. You can see here that the limit's the same. So if you're confused about how I get from here to here, all I did was factor n out. So if you factor n out of the numerator and you factor n out of the denominator, then you end up with this times n over n, which is just equal to 1. So that goes away. Then you can distribute the limit to each individual piece, which gives you 1 over infinity, 2, 1, 0, 2, 1, 2. When you're doing this for the first time on the exams and quizzes and homeworks, you got to reference the theorems in the book, okay? Big shocker, that textbook is there for a reason, okay? And I'm not some prude professor telling you need to read the book. I'm telling you, you're not going to pass these courses if you don't read the book. Just if you can't, when you get to calculus, and this is not you, this is for everybody. If you get to calculus and you don't open that book and go to every single theorem and definition and in bold word in the book and memorize it, change your major now, because you'll never get past linear algebra. You got to open that book now. You got to start reading it. And if you think you're good at math because you got through pre-calculus, guess what? That's not math. That's arithmetic. It's not math. You don't start math until you get to like a junior, senior degree of STEM majors, okay? You're just learning arithmetic. All you've learned was the alphabet. Now you're learning sentence structure. Next, you're going to learn how to write paragraphs. Then you're going to understand how those go together. You have no idea how to write a book yet. So keep that in mind. And I just say that, I'm not scrutinizing you or whoever requested this question. I've been around the block for a long time, and I just watch people shoot themselves in the foot because they don't want to open the book, and they're doing a science degree, so they think they're smarter than other people. Which I got something to tell you. You're not smart if you're doing a science degree. You're just choosing to do something that the average person does not want to do. It doesn't make you smart. You're just willing to do something somebody else doesn't want to do. Somebody who's smart is like Nikola Tesla. He is smart. Einstein was relentless. And Einstein even said that. He said, for every successful thing I ever did, I had 1,000 unsuccessful things. Tesla was like the opposite. For every unsuccessful thing, I had 1,000 successful things. So anyways, there's different types of genius. And the second one's the same process. You do the exact same thing, and you'll see it goes to 0 when it's negative, and it goes to 0 when it's positive. So that's all. Pardon my rant, but I'm just telling you because I know you're at the beginning of this semester, and I'm just trying to save you a whole heck of a lot of pain. Open the book. You don't have to read it like a novel. You got to know the definitions and theorems, because guess what? I didn't reference what theorems or definitions I used in here, and you should, because you could lose points for not doing that. So you should say by ... theorem or definition, rule, or law. I'll give you a hint. I used the sum and multiple rule or law, depending on which book you're in for this. And I'll tell you I used that one, but I used a bunch of other ones too. So go find them and make sure you reference them before you submit this for your homework. Otherwise, you'll lose points. They only give us 5 minutes. It's 4:51. 2, 3, adios. I'm done.